Kankana Sarvangre Harichandanam Sudalite Kanten Tavali Gopastri Pariveshito Vijayate Gopal Churam Kanaka Jaladagatro Nila Sudam Netro Mrigopal Malati Palo Malati Kundamanam Tauda Tauna Besho Nila Pitam Varesho Smarana Pitina Kunje Radhika Krishna Chandra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. First of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnu Pati, Danti Swami, Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus, Danti Swami, Sri Gaura Govinda Gosai Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta, Madhusudan Gosai Maharaj, all our Vaishnavas, Pujapat Sadhu Maharaj, in devotion for Achutananda, Singri, Dandavad Pranams. So, this Damodara we heard, it took Satyavrata Rishi millions of years to fulfill this Astakam. And we think I come here 1 week and I got everything. So we have to be a little patient for that. So, from the beginning, we have to go step by step. Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives an example in Chaitanya Shikshamrita. If I'm situated in my present condition and take a step forward, then to move fully forward, I have to give up my previous position. Otherwise, I cannot move forward. So, as Bhaktivinoda Srila Goswami said, process means elimination. Roger, hear it? So progress means elimination. So beginning, we were talking, well, I was talking anyway. Shraddha comes from where? So Shraddha is the birthplace of devotion, the beginning. And we're discussing these two types of Shraddha. One is Paramantik and one is Lokik Shraddha of this world. So this Paramantik Shraddha comes from Sadhu Sangha. And we were hearing, but who gets Sadhu Sangha? Or who has Sukriti? According to Sukriti, one attains Sangha. And according to Sangha, one achieves devotion. So, Bhaktis to the Krishna Bhakti, Janmamon Hoy, Sadhu Sangha, Krishna Prem, Jana Tena Puna Mukhyavan. The birthplace of devotion is Sadhu Sangha. Which type of sadhu? Many people, we don't know what to look for in a sadhu. We look, oh, he smiles nice, he has a nice beard. Who knows what we look for? He knows some Sanskrit. He's learned. But Gokashana's Babaji Maharaj couldn't even read or write. He could not even sign his name. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur detected there is Jagat Guru there within him. It's very hard to understand nicely who is sadhu or who is non-sadhu and whom should I associate with. Therefore Rupa Goswami said, Swajate not Rupa Goswami, Srimad Bhagavatam. Swajate Ashraya. 3 things we will have to look for. So we are in the line of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's Gaudiya Saraswat Panta. Especially believe Bhakti, especially we have strong faith. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is 7th Goswami. He's not just some Ram Sham. 7th Goswami. Why Radharani sent her own Kama Manjari to this world? Very important seva he had. Everything had become captured by the upper sampradayas. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur clearly indicates them. The caste Goswamis. Rupa Goswami not made any disciples. Not had any children. Gopal Bhatta Goswami not had any children. Sanatana Goswami no children. So what is their parampara? They established deities, they made the temples. Madhu Mahan were made by Sanatana Goswami. Rupa Goswami made Govinda. Jiva Goswami mostly, Rupa Goswami made Radha Damodara, but they not stayed there. Because what are they doing? Harade Brajadevi Ke Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kuto Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pata Kalindi Vanyo Kuto Goshan Dharviti Salita Brajapuri Kede Mahaviro Bande Rupa Sanatano Limuligo Sujiva Gopala. They are not staying one place. Prema means restless. So devotee, Krishna is very restless. His eyes always moving, everything moving. He's little Purushottam, he's not in one place. So Krishna's devotee also like that. So sometimes Radha Kund, sometimes Govardhan, sometimes on the bank of Yamuna, Harade and Keder. Keder means burning. Keder Vivav. Burning in separation, they're moving. Harade, Brajadev, He Lalite, He Nandus. So they're not staying in deity worship. They're not doing archan, deity worship. They're doing bhajan, especially Bhav Moyasel. So they're moving here and there. They made some disciples, brahmanas, they put them in charge of the deities. Those pujaris married, had child, that became the next. He married, had children. This became one parampara. And they took the name Goswami. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, even though he was Grihastha, he renounced everything, but he never took the name Goswami. Goswami means fully in control of all senses. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur detected all these faults which had entered Gaudiya Sampradaya. The caste Goswamis, the Sahajas, who artificially meditate on Siddha Pranali before the stage of Bhava Bhakti. These all caste Goswamis, Babaji's doing all these things. Trivikram Maharaj would say, Siddha Pranali is for the Siddha. Siddha means fully cooked potato. In Bengali, when you boil a potato, then you mash it. It's called alu siddha. So Siddha Pranali, he said, is not for the half-cooked potato. Siddha Pranali is for the fully cooked potato. No, there's no karma, no desire. That person is eligible for this type of Siddha Pranali. But anyway, artificially getting Siddha Pranali when people are not on that stage, these are all deviations of the Sahajas, the Satyavekis, the Jati Gosai, Owl, the Bao. These are enemies of Gaudiya Sampradaya, strong enemies. Otherwise, why Bhaktivinoda Thakur need to come? So he separated. Like swan can separate milk and water. They look like Gaudiyas, but not. Inside is nothing. Inside is only material conception. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur made strong separation. And Saraswati Thakur could understand the intention of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So it could be even stronger, he made that wall of separation. When Didi first came to Vrindavan, Gurudev told her first thing, don't mix with Brijavasi. Don't mix. And don't mix with the caste Goswamis. Don't mix. So, Swajati. Swajati means same parampara. Same line. This line of Rupa Goswami. This is the line of the Paramahamsas. Parahamsa Varam, Paramarthapati. This line of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This line of Gopashadas Babaji Maharaj. Sri Jagannath Das Babaji. This is the line of the Paramahamsas. We should have strong faith in them. Why do I think I have to go outside this line? We have not seen Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, but we have seen his disciples. Sri Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami. We've seen the disciples of the disciples. We could not meet Bhakti Pragyan King, but we have seen the disciples of his disciples, like Bhaktivedanta Bhanu Goswami Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Trivikram Maharaj, Sri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami. Even disciples of their disciples. Krishna Priya. Any lacking of perfection is there. So this is, Maharaj says all time very carefully. These things are not achieved just by reading books. These things are achieved only in parampara. So you have to sell your head to the very dear devotee of Gauranga who are holding this. This is called ashraya. No, swajatya, swajatya. Same jati, same line. Gurudev was very kind, but anyone who go to the Babajis, I only saw Gurudev reject 2 or 3 people. And those 2 or 3 people went to the Babaji's, these things. So Guru Maharaj never tolerate these things. So Swajati, we should look for somebody in the same parampara, same line. Especially so many come through Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, then why deviating, why leaving this line and thinking I will get the same thing somewhere else? That is not possible. So Swajati, Ashraya should be more advanced than me. If I'm Kanishtarikari, I should not mix with other Kanishtarikaris. We should associate with someone who is very more advanced than us. And we think Mahabhagavad is very easy. Mahabhagavad is not a very easy thing. One time I asked Govind Maharaj, are there many pure devotees in this world? Are there 5? He became angry. You think it's so cheap? More than 5 pure devotees in this world? You think it's very cheap, very easy, so many. So we should look. We should understand what is the symptom of Mahabhagavad. Mahabhagavad is somebody straight into his Gurudev. So, Ashraya, we should look very carefully. We should know and what are the symptoms of Bhav and try to see it. What is that? 9 symptoms of Bhav Bhakti. What is that? Shanti, Antikara, Virakta, Mana Sumita, Asabandha, Samutkanta, Sadanam, Ganaruchi. All these 9 things we should look for. Shanti. We're disturbed very easily, Guru Maharaj said. We use atomic bomb to finish the mosquito. Little thing and we become so much disturbed. So many millions of causes for disturbance may be there, but who is never disturbed, that means Bhava Bhakti. They're touching that. They never waste a moment of time. How much time we waste? How much time we actually spend thinking of Krishna? And how much time we're thinking of other things? Something. Virat, fully detached. They may have so much opulence but never take one drop for themselves. Mana Sunita, never demand respect. All these things we should look for. Ashraya. And Snigdha, they should be affectionate for us. But what is affection of Vaishnava? He didn't give me an apple means he doesn't like me. Is that the affection of a Vaishnava? That's how you measure it. And the guys in the fruit shop are very kind. They give you so many apples. The thing is, we always measure by material things. We cannot understand the transcendental affection of a Vaishnava. We cannot understand it. Because we are not transcendental. What they are giving us, we cannot understand. Therefore, we cannot understand what is real affection of a Vaishnava. These days, Guru goes around hugging the disciples. I never saw Gurudev going around hugging anyone. Oh my dear, never do it. Because their affection is so much transcendental, so much alokik, otherworldly affection. So we should know nicely what is sadhu. What is the gradations of sadhus. Rupa Goswami has given all this. Krishneti yasya giritam manasadhyat. Who chants Krishna's name even once, but they're free from illicit sex and free from Mayavad, I can accept them as a family member. In mind, I can accept. No. But who's taking Diksha really with some Bandhagyan doing bhajan, the Madhyamadikari I give pranam. But bhajanam Vigyam, the devotee who has no obstacles. We have millions of obstacles. But that sadhu has no obstacles, no problem. They can remember Krishna 24 hours a day. They're expert in serving Krishna, Radha Krishna 24 hours a day within their mind. The Mahabhagavad, I should give my life to them. I should associate with them. So anyway, we should know what is sadhu. We should also know what is sangha. What does it mean? How many apples you get? 20 sadhu. But we want an apple from him. We never gave anything to them. Sadhu is not a psychotherapist. He's not our order supply. What qualities I have that they will give affection. So that affection will come by seva. So we should not look what sadhu is giving to me. They will give, but also something should come from us. So Rupa Goswami and Upadesham, what is love? What is sangha? Vedati Patiyaga. What do they want? Maybe they don't need anything. But maybe they need a tilak bowl. No, what they need. Maybe like Gurudev, you give millions of dollars, still he needs more because someone's doing seva. He doesn't need, but his seva is like that. Or maybe he's fully niskinchan, like Gokashadas Babaji Maharaj. What seva you can give him? Have to be very intelligent. How to do seva. So giving, and sadhu not just collecting, they're also giving some inquiry. What does sadhu sangha mean? Sadhu sangha means hearing katha. That is sadhu sangha. We don't know what is affection. Affection of sadhu is they speaking katha to us. What could be more affectionate than that? Gurudev would say, how do we know a sadhu is displeased with us? They don't speak any Hari Katha to us. Oh, how's your dog? How's your wife? How's your business? But they don't speak any Katha, that means sadhu is not satisfied with us. Guru Maharaj would say like that. So, relation with sadhu is based on Katha. And we should also ask something, not just like mushrooms or jellyfish. We should also some relevant inquiries, some nice question. When sadhu hear nice question, they become so blissful. Then they can speak something. Anyway, so we are very junior, we're very like kindergarten. So we have to learn from beginning. What is sadhu and how do I associate with sadhu? I also have to have something. How to associate. So everything we do nicely, then Shraddha will come, transcendental Shraddha. That Shraddha two type. One is Vaidhi, and one also like Raganuga Shraddha. Raganuga Shraddha we call Ruchi. Means I will serve like Rupurati Manjaris, I will serve like Yasoda, not the Yasoda, I will serve like, this is actually the seed of Nirgun Shraddha. So this, how do I know what is the symptom of Shraddha? We're talking about faith. Shraddha Sabda Vishwas Kohi Sununinishtoi Krishna Bhakti Kohi Sava Kama Krito. I only have to satisfy Krishna, I have no other activities, no other duties. I have no other responsibilities. Right, Purushottam? I have nothing else to do except to satisfy Guru Gauranga. But we think, no, I have many other things, responsibilities which are more important. You know, when Gaura Maharaj took sannyas, he was a school teacher for many years. So when he left home, he had a pension. He had 6 children, plus his brother's children. So after sannyas, the government came, Maharaj, just sign this paper, your wife will get your pension. He said, I'm sannyasi, I have no business with that. That is finished. Imagine. We're not even sign a paper. It's a wife. This is full dependence on Krishna. But we are so foolish, we think if I don't do, who will do? Maharaj always says, who is the most foolish person in the world? Who thinks if I don't maintain my parents, if I don't look after, who will do it? No one will do it. Maharaj said, there's no one more foolish in the world than someone who thinks like that. So, Gaura Maharaj said, after Diksha who works a job, he is an atheist. Gaura Maharaj said that. Who takes a job, who works a job after initiation is an atheist. Because you think I have something else to do except write a Krishna's bhajan. Then someone said, Maharaj, what about my wife? What about my children? How they maintain? He goes, you are a donkey, work like a donkey. Because you're thinking like a donkey. Anyway, this is a very high standard, but this is really the beginning of bhajan. You know? So if we're not there, at least we can look at that and do pranam. So Shraddha. And that Shraddha will have 6 symptoms. That is Saranagati. So, Anukulyasa Sankalpa, Pratikulyasa Vajanam, Rakshashati Visvata Gupte Varanamata, Atma Nikshepa, Karpanya Satviti Saranagati. Of course, our Saranagati is a little special. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, when Rupa and Sanatan Sikaya Saranagati, when Rupa and Sanatan will teach me, I am very low, when Rupa and Sanatan will teach me the Saranagati. So the Saranagati of the Vaishnavas is very high. This is the doorway of devotion, the step. What is unfavorable, if you have to give it up. No matter how dear it is to you, no matter how dear it is to you, if you understand this is against Sudha Bhakti, you'll have to give it up. very hard, these very deep things. We have so deep attachment. But Saranagati means you can give it up. Even like Prahlad Maharaj, how dear one's own father is to Prahlad Maharaj's own father against bhakti, and Prahlad gave up that relationship. For a wife, the husband very dear. For the husband, wife is very dear, but they're against bhakti, cannot keep relationship. So, anyway, this one time Gurudev asked, who is disciple? And everyone was giving different questions. Who is disciple? What is symptom of disciple? No one satisfied him. He said the disciple never looks at the real disciple, never looks at the face of that person who disrespects Guru, who goes against Guru. We are maintaining very close friendship with all these fellows. So what is favorable, no matter how difficult it is, I have to accept. And something which is against bhakti, no matter how dear, have to give up. Like in this world, I think only Didi has that power. Something no matter how close, how dear, but against bhakti, I've seen hundreds of times. If there's some material consideration and transcendental consideration, she never looks at the material thing. Never. That is one of her very specialities. It never makes a material compromise when it comes to protecting bhakti. We are all making compromise. It is really, really wonderful like that. That is our protection. So, anyway, like, I guess one example, how much effort we built that temple in Tuwadi, how much effort. But the situation became against bhakti, then just walked away. Who can do like that? Very rare person. So anyway, when there's Shraddha, then all these symptoms will come. Of course, perfect Shraddha, that is called Prema. Guru Maharaj said, a fraction of Prema, which comes in the heart, this is called Shraddha. So perfect Shraddha is called Prema. So that much we have bhakti, that much strongly these symptoms of Saranagati will be here. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach this. His own mother, right? Who can, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how much love his own mother, Mother Sachi. And Mother Sachi, of course, is faultless, but one pastime is there. She blamed she became displeased with Advaita Acharya. Because of Advaita Acharya's association, Vishwarup took sannyas. So, and also she little blamed Advaita Acharya for Mahaprabhu, Nimaya's absorption in bhakti. So one day she said, Advaita is not Advaita, he's Dvaita. He makes two. He makes separate. He separates mother from son. He separates like this. So his name is not Advaita, his name is Dvaita Acharya. Small thing. In the Mahaprabhu is giving prem to everyone, this Astapada Prakash, this 21 hours of absorption in the mood of Vishnu in the house of Advaita. Mahaprabhu is giving it benedictions to everyone, but not to Mother Sachi. Everyone was shocked. No, she has offended Vaishnava. I will not give her bhakti. Everyone's shocked. Mother Sachi, she's Bhakti Devi herself. Oh, Mother, she has offended Vaishnava. I will not give mercy. Only Bhagavan has this type of quality. Pure detachment, full detachment. Even that speciality of Krishna. Even though devotees so dear do something wrong, Krishna give correction. That is Krishna's power. Then Advaita Acharya, hearing this, his head spinning. How possible? So Advaita Acharya fell unconscious. Then Mother Sachi came and touched his feet and begged forgiveness. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave prayer. Of course, we cannot be like Mahaprabhu, step by step. So this sadhusanga is life and soul. So it's birthplace of devotion. And therefore sadhusanga, even when you achieve prema bhakti, sadhusanga will be there. Even after achievement of prema bhakti. So prema bhakti is there, sadhusanga is there in the stage of sadhana. Sadhusanga is there in the stage of sadhya. In all stages, sadhusanga is there. One is never devoid of sadhusanga. Even perfected devotee always under anugatya, always looking for association. Even amongst perfected souls, there's also gradation. when I came to Gurudev first time, then Gurudev asked me, was a little angry, why you come here, what do you want? And I said, Maharaj, I just want one thing, I just want to hear Bhagavatam from pure devotee. The Gurudev heart melted, he goes, oh, I also want the same thing. Then he looked at me, he goes, but where will we go? But the thing that shocked me is he wasn't joking. That's what shocked me. He was really interested. I also want to associate with pure Vaishnava and hear Harikatha. That so much shocked me when I saw he wasn't joking, really. He was not thinking, I am Pachari, I am perfect, I am giving sadhusam. So that so much touched me, I remember. So much simple, so much humble. So, we are talking all this, even though the topic is Damodarastakam, but this first feeling of surrender, which is a symptom of Shraddha, comes in the heart of whom? Only comes in the heart of a very, very fortunate person. Brahmande Brahmanikon, Bhagavanaji, Guru Krishna Prasadi Pai Bhakti Lada Bij. What is the Bhakti Lada Bij? It's this desire to serve Krishna, the Krishna Seva Vasana. And that seed of bhakti comes only by mercy of sadhana. And who gets that type of mercy? The soul is millions of different bodies, millions of different species. What we have not been, what we have not done. But fortunate soul gets sadhusam. But amongst those who get sadhusam, how many are getting the bhakti lada bij? How many have gotten? Therefore, coming to sadhu is not enough. Then we'll have to come in a proper way. That's why Shiksha Guru is so much important. Diksha Guru will not give instructions how to serve himself. Shiksha Guru will give all these instructions. So, under guidance of Shiksha Guru, who serves Diksha Guru, that person's bhajan becomes perfect. Gurudev would always say, who serves Gurudev under the guidance of Vaishnava, under guidance of Shiksha Guru, that person's Guru Seva becomes perfect. Anyway, step by step, this Damodarastakam